How much pressure do these stocks deserve to be under today?
Not that much, I think, because remember, they're still based on earnings. And I think that what will happen is that even if this Section 230 is, that's what the exception they have, they can basically be like considered as common carriers. Even if it's discussed, it won't be taken away, I don't think. It is interesting, the example that Mark Zuckerberg did. I'm not sure whether it was intentional or not, but he said that they had to take down that the Brazilian president said the hydroxy was safe. Well, we have a president who doesn't say it's safe. We have a president who says it should be used. Well, kind of ironic when you say. Yeah. But I do think that. I'm sorry, David. Go ahead.
No, that's listen. He also discussed, Jim, during the interview with Andrew, voter suppression, and if they see things that would lead to potential sending people to the polls at the wrong day or the wrong time, they would take that down as well. But, Jim, I don't know if you've had an opportunity to read the order, and we should remind people Section 230 was designed to address court decisions really in the earliest days of the Internet, so that if you engaged in editing of content or restricting the content, then you potentially were considered a publisher and therefore open to liability. Right. And things like defamation and liable for torts. But my question is, in reading this, what is going to then? They had an out, and they were protected from civil liability when it was acting in good faith to restrict access to content that was considered obscene, lewd, lascivious, filthy, excessively violent, harassing, or otherwise objectionable. So that's you're exempted there.
Right.
So where's the line drawn now? You know, when people say, okay, you've got to allow free speech, you've got to do things that are, that allow free speech, and a publisher or speaker is allowed to engage in whatever they want to say, and you can't edit it. I guess my question is, where's the line drawn here? Well, what constitutes what I just said, and what doesn't?
Well, I always think that Mark Benioff, who's on Mad Money tonight, the CEO of Salesforce, often talks about the notion. Look, let's say the New York Times were to take just print things that were untrue. It would also have a counter saying it was untrue. And I think that I totally understand, by the way, the president's view is not outrageous in the sense that you don't want anyone to contradict you if you're not lying. And you could argue that some of this stuff is bias. I'm not going to totally diss the president's position, but I think it's a dead end, because in the end, this is not a presidential. There's this First Amendment. There's Commerce Clause. There's a lot of people in Congress, Justice, and the Supreme Court are all going to get involved in this thing in the end. Justice, obviously, already. And so an executive order is the beginning, not the end.